Selling this weekend. So let's say this weekend is going to be like every other weekend for you, where you're just going to do your regular weekend stuff. You're going to go get brunch on Sunday. You're going to the lake and for a hike on Saturday. You're going to try to not think about your job that you're kind of going through the motions at, right? Or you're kind of thinking about, hey, I need to get a side hustle. What do I need to do? And I'm not here to sell you a side hustle. No. I'm here to practice sales and selling with you so that way it works for your side hustle and your main hustle where you're not in technical sales and you want to be a VC. Guess what? All these things go through sales and selling. Even as an engineer, critical, sales and selling, recruiting, it's selling a person a job. And initially, we're going to need to practice, or as a danger to your career, skip the practice of trying to sell one thing. So, this weekend, next weekend, or a weekend when you're 50 years old trying to sell one thing your first time, because you're no longer going to be an involuntary economic celibate by never having done one business deal. This is how your first business deal is going to go down. You're going to sell a $50 notebook. And for that $50, they get a notebook. Sounds like a great deal, right? Because you've got a problem and you don't write things down in a pocket notebook. Plus, when you're at a party and you write things down, it's very impressive to people. $50, wow, that's not that great of a deal. Are you going to be pressured to transfer $50 right now? Not really, right? This is the deal sweetener. $50. If you take 2 pages of notes, I'll give you all $50 back. So what you've done is you've given away a free notebook, but you've actually facilitated a deal. Ditto a deal with a book such as Hal Elrod, The Morning Miracle. So you sell this book for $15 and you say, if you read 2 chapters and give me a 3-sentence summary of each chapter, I will give you your money back. Ditto selling this book on a weekend at a coffee shop. Would you like to buy copies of this Joe Dispenza book? What? Did you write it? No, I didn't write it. Joe Dispenza wrote it. I'm Larry Chang, but I read it. It's great. Being able to play the 1 through 14, 1 through 12 number game. He's got 13 chapters in his book, but I wrote a 15th chapter. Let's focus. So you say to the customer or prospect, hey, pick a number between 1 and 13. Let's say they pick 11. You're like, oh, cool. Time, space, continuum. 4, heart, brain, coherence. And so now you're like, aren't you curious about this book? Cool. Pay me $15 for it. They're like, what? I don't want to buy the book. I just wanted to have conversation so that way I don't read it. Cool. Do you read books? No, I do audiobooks. No, I really don't have time to read. No, my brain's broken and I can't read a book. Cool. Thank you for being honest. Pay me $15 and I'll give you $7.50 back if you read the first 2 chapters, right? So worst case scenario, you've read 2 chapters and paid $0. Only upside deal. Now you can hard sell the free. And then now you've popped your involuntary